Swiss government warns data stolen in third-party ransomware attack. So what happened here? The Swiss federal government were affected by a supply chain attack that trickled down from Radix, a non-profit organization in the health promotion sector. A short announcement published on the Swiss government website noted various administrative units of the federal administration were among Radix's customers. In other words, this is another third-party vendor that had access to federal government agency data because they worked with the federal government. And as a result of their inability to remain secure in a technical sense, they suffered a ransomware cyber attack. I didn't mean to click that. And from there, okay, because of that, the risk is that the Radix attack could then lead to attacks on other parts of the federal government. Fortunately, in this case, that wasn't the case. As Radix had no direct access to federal administration systems, the attackers did not gain entry to these systems at any time. Radix says, "We must confirm that despite high security standards and professional support, we've become the victim of a cyber attack. The hacker group Sarcoma published the stolen data on a leak site. The affected data was revoked immediately, and the confirmed data leak was encrypted. We have backups. The exact method of attack is currently under investigation." The reason why I wanted to bring this one up is because this is a semi-positive outcome compared to a lot of the articles we cover where this would have otherwise led to further access into other governmental agencies inside the Swiss government because Radix had access to it for some reason or another, and where Radix itself is basically ground to a halt because it doesn't even have backups. However, that's not what happened. It's bad that this third-party Radix, Swiss government-connected system was ransomware attacked. But two good outcomes is that nobody felt it necessary to give them more access than they actually needed into federal systems. Yay! That's good. That's a good thing. The other thing is that they had backups. All intact backups. That is fantastic. These are good things. This is something that you want to be doing, whether you're someone who's working as a programmer, working on code, and you have access to data. Make sure you're backing up stuff and kind of storing it external of the main systems that are associated with what you're working on. And if you're a manager or especially an executive, you want to take like wide sweeping backups of all your data and store them somewhere not connected to the stuff that you typically access. Okay, this is good stuff. So I did want to bring this up because of the positives. This could have been so much worse if even one of these two factors had been left open, and instead they were closed because of good foresight by the people involved here. Okay, so that was a little bit negative, okay, but also a little bit positive. All right.